What's up, y'all? Welcome back to 6-2 Beer Reviews. Today, we're checking out Coors Light from Coors Brewing Company out of Golden, Colorado. Beer comes in at 4.2% ABV. Took me a minute to find the ABV, but it is written in very small font on the back here. Talk about that label art. I mean, listen, when it comes to light lager, it stands out. See it a mile away. I love the blue mountains when it's cold. Kind of a cool marketing idea. Always love that. This is one of the first light lagers that I really ever had. I think the first beer that I ever had was Bud Light, room temperature Bud Light. But I grew up, I had Coors Light every now and then. It's still kind of my go-to at bars, and I had to do a proper review of it eventually. Actually, I checked into this beer on UnTappd probably about a month ago, and Scott, shout out to Scott and Brewery Underground podcast. Him and Steve over there, go check them out. If you guys like beer, I mean, they got an awesome podcast, interviewing awesome people in the beer industry. So go check them out. But he commented, he said, "Hey, have you reviewed this one yet?" I said, "I don't think I have. I think I've just reviewed Banquet." And he said, "You should." So here we are. Thanks to Scott. Scott, this one's for you. All right, let's get in. Got her in the glass here. Permanent hangover glass. Looks like a light lager. Poured it rather aggressively, kind of get some head out of there. Pretty decent head retention, actually. Bone white colored head. Nice carbonation in the glass. That beer is crystal clear. Got just that light straw yellow color to it. See my finger right through it. You guys can probably see me right through it. Looks like a light lager. Check out the aroma. At almost a year old. We'll see. Yeah, not too much to it, but it's got this very subtle, just nice malty, bready, mixed with a little bit of honey. Crackery, very crackery, maybe more than bready. Yeah, like a saltine cracker, but like unsalted saltine cracker. Yeah, a little bit of a floral note, very subtle. What I like about this, I mention this sometimes when I review light lagers or just domestic lagers in general. Some of them have a dusty note to me. This one doesn't. Even at almost a year in the can, doesn't really have that note. Listen, there's not much to the aroma. I would say this is not one of those beers that you're probably diving into the aroma and just smell this all day. If you're picking up this beer, you're picking it up just to drink it or chug it or shotgun it. It's one of those beers. So, listen, it doesn't smell horrible, but also not too much going on. So let's dive in. Cheers, y'all. I think that's what I like about this beer. It's not offensive. It's not too sweet. Crisp, clean, pretty dry finish. I got nothing really like negative about this beer. It's that's probably why it's my go-to. I mean, it's so drinkable. It's what you want with the light lager. This is one of those tailgate beers, just game day beers. That's typically when I have this beer. Really, just in the fall football season. If I'm out at a bar, this is what I'm picking up. Um, I was out at a bar actually last night. Asked for Coors Light. Just in the mood for it. Didn't have it, so they give me Miller Lite. It's one of those things. I should probably try them side by side eventually, but I wasn't gonna throw a fit because they didn't have Coors Light. Miller Lite. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, sure. Um, so it's one of those things. I think everybody's got their preference. People like Miller Lite. I know people that love Miller Lite, and that's all they drink. I don't know people who just drink Coors Light, aka my dad. Probably why I like it so much. But I do enjoy the others. I need to check out Bud Light here soon too. That's one beer I don't have too often, so it'd be kind of fun to check that one out, and maybe we'll check that out pretty soon here. Um, just kind of back to back with this Coors Light, and just while it's fresh in my mind. Yeah, I mean that crackery note just comes through. It's not too much on, like if you're drinking IPAs and stuff, it's completely different than that. You're not getting any hoppiness to it at all. It's a light lager, and that's exactly what I want out of this style. But I really like how it's not too sweet. Some of them, I shouldn't say a lot. Some of them can be a little too sweet for me. Um, this is not. This is not. It's super drinkable, chuggable almost, and just a non-offensive beer. It's Coors Light. It's classic. Let me see. They say how long have they been around? I'm curious. I may put that in the details below. Cold, lagered, filtered, packaged. But cold as the Rockies. Love it. I love the can. And, I think I'll also, me growing up in Colorado has a lot to do with this. It was fun checking out. Thanks for the recommendation, Scott. Had to check it out. Listen, it's not a bad beer in any means. Not something I'm going to drink that often. I definitely take like a craft lager over this, but it's also not a bad beer. I see why it's a lot of people's go-to. So that's all I got, y'all. If you're a big Coors Light fan, please let me know down in the comments. Or if you're not, what's your go-to? Let me know. So thank you all for watching. I will see you next time. Cheers.